Hello and welcome back to Fierce Entertainment. This review will catch us up. Now, this review is not for both of the films in here because I actually have a double feature pack here instead of having them individually. But this is part of a Screen Gems Horror Film Festival event. I'll be talking about the bottom one here, 2009's Legion. Now, why this one right now? Because 2009 is interesting. There was a lot of good stuff that came out in 2009. And it started, really, you have to have watched these films in theaters, which I watched all of these films that are from Screen Gems in 2009 in theaters. The first one to talk about is Legion, because it came out in January. To be told, actually I didn't see all of them. I don't believe I saw Underworld Rise of Lycans at the movie theaters. So I'll take it back. I didn't watch all of them, but I did watch the two major ones. Legion came out in January, while I believe it was March when Underworld Rise of Lycans came out, and then it was September, right around my birthday, I might add. And don't ask what my birthday is. I am just an entertainer. My personal life, I don't talk much about, and there's a reason. It's none of your business. But yes, at September is when Resident Evil Afterlife 3D came out in theaters. So we have to start with Legion. Well, Legion. I do like the fact they kind of kept the original artwork right here, but it is better to have these individually, especially this one because I think Priest is a much better movie in 3D. But it's hard to find 3D films of old. It really is. But we'll deal with that. It's not a problem with me. I'll just watch it in 2D. But Legion. Alright. I saw Legion 3 times in the movie theaters. I thought it was cool. Because I'm a fan of chamber piece movies. Especially chamber piece science fiction or horror movies are a combination. To give you a little idea about what I mean about a chamber piece film, Tremors from 1990 is a chamber piece movie. Demon Knight from 1995, also known as Tales from the Crypt presents Demon Knight, is a chamber piece movie. Chamber piece films are a film that takes place in one isolated area that no one ever leaves because either there's going to be monsters outside that are going to kill you, like you see in The Mist, in Demon Knight, in Tremors. In a lot of ways, you have that in this, but it's also a very interesting movie in terms of the subplots. Which let's go into the plot of the film real quick, and then I'll go back to my opinion. The plot of the film is actually a lot easier. It won't be so complicated like the Resident Evil films and Underworld films. This is a much easier plot. It is a horror movie. It actually is a horror movie. It's also an action movie. It's also a science fiction movie. I wouldn't call it a biblical movie. It's not. I know it has angels in it, but it's not a biblical movie, people. This is a horror film, science fiction film, and a fantasy adventure film. That's what it is. The plot of this movie is pretty simple. God has lost faith in all of humanity and has instructed his children, which are the angels of God, obviously. You know, Michael, Ariel, Azrael, Amenadiel, you know, all the angels, obviously. Instructed all of them to, and all the other angels that we don't even know about, because supposedly there's like a lot of them, there's a legion of angels. He has instructed all of them to possess humanity and planet Earth and bring it into humanity, so the end of all things. But there is one angel that is opposed, and that's the Archangel Michael, played by Paul Bettany, who plays Vision as well as Jarvis in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, in the Iron Man films, in the Avengers films, and Captain America Civil War. We also see him as a star of Priest, as well as the villain in the Da Vinci Code, as well as the villain in Firewall with Harrison Ford. He's been in a lot of stuff. British actor, very good. He cannot lose faith in humanity. He refuses to do it. So he finds the one thing that is innocent in all of Earth, an unborn child. And all of these possessed humans, they were possessed by angels, are trying to plague upon this isolated diner in the Mojave Desert, to where we meet our main characters of the movie. And I remember the names. I just watched this movie earlier. I have to remember the names. You have a old vet played by Charles Dunton, very good black actor, I might add. You'll see more of him in other stuff, I might add, in the future. Not for the Horror Film Festival, but you'll see him again. He plays a vet that has one arm and has a hook for another arm. He is friends with this the diner owner and diner owner's son. Diner owner's name is Bob, I believe, and he's played by Dennis Quaid. And his son, his name is God, I forget his son's name. I just watched this movie too. But his son's played by the Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift's Lucas Black. Yeah, the son's name is Jeep. That's why it's hard to remember, because it's like a weird name. Yeah, Jeep. And of course our pregnant woman. And then of course you have the rich parents and their preppy girl. And you have the struggling man who's trying to get custody of his son after a lifetime of crime, played by Tyrese Gibson. And they're all held up, and they come across this possessed old woman who attacks one of them, and it's all walking around the ceiling. So she gets shot and killed, obviously. And Michael arrives and tells him pretty much this: God's lost faith in all of us, in humanity. Doesn't care about any of you anymore. You can let that all happen, or you can help me try to stop it. And so he arms them all to the teeth, and they basically battle it out with all of these, I guess, you can't really call them evil angels. They're not really evil. They're just following God's rules. But they have to protect the child, and the child's coming soon. And Michael's idea is to play against God a little bit by making him say, look, there's still innocence, and you cannot lose faith in humanity. And it works, but at the cost of Michael's life. When Gabriel, his most trusted brother, comes down, and they have an angel battle, and Gabriel does kill him. But he ascends. He doesn't descend, he ascends. And then with the newborn baby and of course the mom. His name is Charlie, I remember now. And Jeep, he was the only one left because everybody else is dead. Basically, right before Gabriel's about to kill Jeep, Michael comes back with his angel wings and basically exiles Gabriel. He doesn't kill him, although Gabriel does beg him to do it. It's like, I'm not going to do it. And of course, we're left with the great beyond of what actually happens, because there is no real true climax of the film. But I assume that humanity continues. But that's pretty much how the movie ends. The quality of the film, again, is something that Sony does. I do not understand why. Because most of these movies are usually in 2.35.1 during the theatrical release, and then modified to 2.40.1 for its Blu-ray or DVD release. Usually just Blu-ray because DVDs usually don't do this. But Legion has always been in 2.40.1 in theaters, as well as on home video in any format. The film is presented in a 5.1 DTS HD master audio source, and I might add, it packs a big punch. There's a lot of effects in this movie, a lot of use of bass effects and stuff like that, a lot of explosions. Just over and all, a very, very well crafted sound experience and presentation for Legion. The picture, this one does not have the problem that the Resident Evil movies, Art Underworld films have, with either overuse of cool temperatures or the overuse of warm, dimmer, more too digital looking type of picture like the Resident Evil films do. This film is very, very well balanced with warms and cools, with neutrals. So it's a very well balanced looking movie that is a really good high definition looking movie in any way you watch it. It has a really good balance between warm and cool temperatures at all times. It's a very brilliant looking movie. I am very impressed with the way this film looks. I always have been. And that's all we have for tonight. I'll see you guys next time for whatever film I will be reviewing then, and we'll find out what that is tomorrow. Until then.